Hello guys, welcome back to a quick little tutorial on a camera calibrator, and also I want to show you little neat tricks on how to actually make a hole on the floor like a trapdoor. So this is more also like a reference to myself when I come back, because this is something I tend to forget how the technique works, but I would really like to use it in some future setups I want to make some 3D live action on. So let's go ahead and jump into Cinnema. This is Cinnema 4D release 20 I'm using, and basically I just started up, so let's just take it from the beginning. So we'll start by adding a camera, and to the camera we will add a camera calibrate to tag. So while that is selected, go down to image and we'll load up our image. Let's see where we have this one. Camera mapping, jingle punching test, tutorials recording. Here it is. Make sure the image scale is 100%. You can adjust the brightness here. I like to have it a little bit bright. So this is just an image I downloaded from the internet. There's tons of pictures in there you can use for reference pictures. So we'll go into the calibrate tag, and here we'll start by adding some lines to define where our X and Z and Y axes are. Add a line, you get this little yellow line here with two balls, pins in each end. So let's just start. Find some good reference points. That, and then you hold shift down and click on the line to make it change the color for the axis you want. Now I want this to be my Z axis, so I'll leave it as on blue. What we want ultimately to do here is we want to have these parameters to turn yellow or green. You don't have to have them all, but if you can get them all green, then you bang on, then you're definitely on the right track. So let's add another line. Make that blue as well. There, add a line more. We have some good lines here to reference on because it's very symmetrical. This will be our y-axis. Let's see, we can maybe use something here and go all the way up here. Make it green as well. Now, do we have something we can... Yes, we have actually these lines on the pavement, which we can actually use for our x-axis. Leave them there. Make it red. Make some more lines. X-axis. So you could also add a grid. Let's try to actually add that. This is just a grid where you have 4 points. You should align with the floor. Like so. Then also hit shift. So that's the red line, that's good. The blue is out here, like so. So I'm pretty happy with this. We can use this. So let's hit on the create camera mapping tag. And that creates a mapping tag up here next to the camera calibrator. And this is actually the projection of your scene. So let's also create a background object, like so. Okay, and now actually let's test by adding some geometry. Just let's add a cube, and we have to go to see where our cube is. It's right there. You know what? Control C to forget the cube. Let's go back to the camera and add a pin. Now the question is, where did this pin go? Maybe we need to go into the image and reduce. Yeah, there it is. Let's put it right there. Adjust, increase the brightness, like so. Now let's add a cube again and scale it way down, like so. Okay, and now it should be running on those floors. Alright, so we got this set up. So I want to put a projection tag on my camera. So right click, Cinnema 4D, go to projection tag. This will just lock the camera down so we don't accidentally move it around. Okay, so let's go ahead and start working on this cube. And let's move out of the camera here. Just adjust it so it fits around the scene as good as possible, like so. Okay, let's see how does it look from the top. Yeah, and let's give it some segments to work with. 50 50 50, like so. Make it editable by hitting C. Okay, and then let's make 4 copies of this cube here. And let's see here, go to the first cube. We can call this chamber, or we can call this bool, because we will be cutting in. We can also bool cut out, and then let's do a left door and right door, like so. Okay, so we got our camera locked down. We got our chamber, bool cut, left and right door. So we'll start with the chamber and make that invincible. We don't want to look at that right now. And the same with the bool cut. We don't want to look at that either. So we'll work on these two. Here we will want to create a right door and a left door. So for the right door, these are all editable. You could do it manually by going to this enable access tool and just move it manually, or you could actually go into the access center and use the access center. I want to actually pin this down, like so. Hit the access center button, and because it's a right door, we want to move it to the X side 100% on the X side. So hit in 100%, execute, and there it is, right on the middle. And we do the same with the left side, access center, and we do -100, execute, there it is. Now we want to only split them in two, so we have a left and a right door. So for the left door, go to coordinates and the size, make it 0.5, like so. And the same with the right door, 0.5. So now we have a left and a right door, and if you click on the left door and hit R for rotation, you can actually see how it's gonna work. We're gonna have our little hinge there. Okay, so far so good. So let's see, it might be a little too thick, but you can all adjust later. So like everything else, it needs some tweaking, right? Okay, so now we have these on. What we want to do, go to the top. Let's take the right door first and go to polygon, Control A for selecting all that right side polygon, and actually make sure it's only select visible, like so. And what you want to do here is go to select and choose set selection. That's going to create a polygon selection tag, which we're going to use for our projection to add on. For the left side, do the same, and select, set selection, like so. Perfect. Now we'll take our texture check here and press down Control and make a copy instance to the left door and one to the right door. So that makes it invincible. And let's try to the left door. Let's try to open it. Control C. So as you see, maybe you can see it in another angle here. It's definitely not sticking on. So what you will do on both of them is actually go and right click on the texture check and choose generate UV coordinates. Do that for both of them. Generate UV coordinates. Yeah, now you can see it's sticking on. Really good. That's perfect. Okay. Now let's create a plane. So let's see here. Well, a plane, and of course that is way too big right now as it is. Let's shrink it a little bit down. Like so. This could work for us. We just want that to fill out the chamber here. Good. So now we have that plane. Let's go in and add a bool. How do I say that? Bool. A bool. And we'll make the plane a child of the bool. And then we check our bool cutout under the plane, like so. And for the bool, let's see, go to the axis center and put it up on the Y. Hit T for scale, and let's get it a little bit up. Like so. So now we have this. So this is our cutout. So put the plane. The way I remember this, the easy way is like saying that there's always two layers, right? The layer below the bool is what you want to cut into. The other one below that is the shape of what you want to cut into. So you want to cut into the plane, and you want to make it the shape of this one. In this case, it was just a cube. Okay, so now we have that in place. Let's see how we can work on our chamber. So enable the chamber. We don't want to see right door, left door. Let's see, with the bool chamber selected, we'll choose axis center, and exactly the same thing here, 100% execute. And let's see if we hide this. Can we hide the plane as well? Go to chamber. Like so. And guess what? We'll go to, we want to remove the top here, so go to polygon selection mode, select live selection, and that's why we need to go to the top. We only want the top to be removed, so put your rectangle on and remember to have this checked on, only select visible elements, like so. Let's see, how does that work inside here? Do we have everything covered? Yeah, maybe we don't need these, so press Control on the live selection tool to remove those. Okay, that looks good. So hit delete. Now we have a little chamber in here. Let's go back to the camera. Enable background. Enable the doors. The plane, like so. And for the plane, let's just add this texture check as well. And right now the mapping is of course wrong, so let's change the protection to frontal, like so. Render. So far so good. So right door, let's go out of object mode, go into these doors and try to open them. Yep. And there you have it. Texture sticking onto it. Right door. Left door. Open it up, open it down. Let's see if we do a quick render here. Yeah, and of course you can move this door a little bit in. But it is working. To go to the chamber, and here it's basically tweaking to whatever you like. But this is actually the setup we wanted. So go into the preset. Let's see if we can find something to texture the chamber with. Concrete rough. How would that look? To the chamber. Then you have that. Of course, you need some tweaking in post, for example in After Effects. What about this one? Oh, definitely not that one. And it will be the same with these bricks, I think. We could go into the tag itself, go into editor. Let's give it some more detail, and let's actually as well go into physical sky. So we have this now, and put in a light here. Yep, that doesn't look too bad at all. So the reason why you can't see it's because we don't have any projection on the left side here. So if you really wanted that, it's an easy fix. You can just, let's choose the plane. Let's see. That's the big plane. If you take that, and let's see, this plane, and just delete that tag, and of course it's out here. So let's see, how do we actually get that in place? Oh, it's out there. Now it's just a matter of flipping it over. Like so. Now it's hitting this. And now we can take the plane again, put up here. So now we have this little effect here. And if you render here, that's what we'll see. So of course you can make a little animation here if you want it. Let's get him. Let's get him back up here. Lift all coordination, and which one is it? Is it, yes, that one. So we'll do like a little animation here. Like so. Go back to 0. Like so. And let's take the right door. The same thing here. You're just gonna tweak this to your liking. Hit 0. Okay, so let's see that. It doesn't seem like the right door went into place. Let's see why is that. Because we forgot to animate it like that. Okay, let's try again. And there you have it. Next time I would like to try this on a live footage as well, this technique. So where I do some motion tracking, and then we let a person coming in and he finds something on the floor, picks it up, and then he falls down. It's pretty easy on this static picture, but doing it on a live footage, that's something else. So that will be something for next time. Thank you guys. See you next time. Please hit that like button. Write in the comments if you want something similar. Thank you.